Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will get the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Now on second down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Texas! And they jump on top.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bill.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Unleashes to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
It's good. He hit that one right.
The score.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity. Start thinking about.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down is short from the 26. Plows through the defense. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas, 14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
Oh, look out! And they'll finally catch it. Before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the single back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, then they're making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Keeps looking downfield. And the ball's on the ground. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you...
Off he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still running at the 35. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, we've got a shootout.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The running back has it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's gone. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the... Trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side.
And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Return's going to get it up around midfield. Nice. 49-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And these offenses are clicking already.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
These running backs have all kinds of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
And they're able to make the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas, 35. Kentucky, 27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the offense. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, load. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football. But they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky.
He's going to pass.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This offense has a second down play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, you can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The offense starts with a short field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the
touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in the hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Gets down with the slide.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
They're bringing heat. And they stop him. He's not able to get there as he is ridden out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Now on the option. Now the pitch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
With the carry.
This is so...
The officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kentucky right back to the line. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head touchdown Longhorns! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.